Kewell will be hoping to pick up where he left off at half-time. Well, he has picked up where he left off at half-time. There is that one confident young footballer.
God blame me. Spent most of the first half on the left. At kick-off, he lines up right side. He gave him the ball right away. They say, go on then, give us a goal, son. Within 23 seconds, he comes very, very close.
Four attempts, none on target. So he looks to add to his 9 goals this season.
There's obviously something he's got to work on in training, isn't it?
Batting. Bowyer. There's Brown trying to get across, but Smith puts it into the centre, but into the arms of Schmeichel.
Great run from the young lad, you know. Spun in behind Dennis Irwin, an experienced player. It was a lovely little spin, and Bowyer picked him out with a lovely ball. Couldn't quite provide the cross. I wondered whether Alex might freshen it up for Manchester United, Martin. Well, he's resisted that temptation. I certainly think if it's 15 minutes the same at the beginning of the second half, then Alex won't waste any time in getting someone on just to freshen it up. He's got good options, Sheringham, Scholes in particular, at the front end.
No changes either for Leeds, so Matthew Jones continuing to learn the hard way about life as a Premier League right back. He's got back here and got the ball. Bowyer. Eased off it though by Blomqvist. Roy Keane, there's a slip by Leeds player McPhail. That's by Beckham. Almost gathering in Woodgate's header on the edge of the area. Cole helping it on to Blomqvist. Oh, and Radaby with a crucial touch for Leeds.
Brilliant header, and he's injured himself. Dwight York's momentum has taken Radaby and him into the post. Well, this is a brilliant header from a centre-back. Goalkeeper's beaten with the quality of the cross. He's looking for his centre-back to help him. That's a great defensive header from Lucas Radaby.
Here comes Beckham's corner.
Well, Matthew Jones will be happy, Martin. We talked about him, but that passage of play all began because a young lad tried to play a really dangerous ball at the edge of his own box to Lee Bowyer, who got robbed.
Smith. He was surprised to read in yesterday's papers that he's a Manchester United fan, that he asked me to put you all straight on that he is not. He's simply given away a free kick here to Manchester United. Beckham. Keane, that's a useful ball, well defended by Bowyer as Nicky Butt made a run in from midfield. Hasselback.
You mentioned Bowyer in the first half, Martin. You invariably mentioned him as a running forward midfield player. That was the other part of his game. I don't think he shirks that responsibility of tracking people in. It was important he did there, otherwise Nicky Butt was having a free header.
Batty trying to make it awkward for Wes Brown. Radaby rather easily against York. Hasselback says no, but the flag was up.
I always like to look behind the fans who are behind the linesmen. You can see not too many of them, Martin, are complaining, and they've got a great view as well. They all were pretty quiet.
Hart. For Radaby, the junior partner to help him out. A bit of a square up, Hart and Beckham. More Hart than Beckham, it must be said. Beckham concentrating on dealing with the ball. So was Cole, and Butt. York was the next man, and they couldn't find him. There have been some promising moments for Manchester United already in the second half. Smith. And they'll gallop after it. Bit of hesitation between May and Gary Neville.
It was almost after you, wasn't it, Gary, or after you, David? Both of them just checked their run.
Batty as well, because it ran away from him. Encouraged Beckham. Smith down for Hasselback. But there's two other strikers ahead of him. Still Hasselback. I wondered whether he was going to wind himself up for one of those pile drivers.
Well, he tried, it just obviously didn't open up for him, Martin. He was looking to edge it onto his right foot, all the way across the edge of the 18-yard box.
Nicely held up by Cole for York. Right of it. In with authority again. And wanting a bit of help. He was closed down by York. Oh yeah, a bit lucky maybe against Butt, taken on by Batty. Manchester United have got their defensive shape. Batty's got the ball again. Bowyer. He was told to get up and he wasn't complaining. David May was the defender right at his back. Well, it was 1-0 this fixture to Leeds last season. David Weatherall got the goal. 3-1 and 2-1 in the recent years, successes over the men from Manchester that they've enjoyed so much in these parts. And Leeds lead Manchester United again here. Hasselbank with the breakthrough in the first half.
This is a big game for Leeds, Martin. I mean, I don't think that they've given up hope. I think the league's out their range. I don't think they can win that, but the Champions League place certainly is not. Depending how Chelsea react to the disappointment of midweek in a few hours' time.
Irwin. Blomqvist. Well, the presence of Hart alongside York might just have been enough of a distraction.
Well, again, like Ian Bowyer earlier in the game, this is just a touch too high for Dwight York. Under pressure, he couldn't quite get over the ball and angle it down. But Manchester United have had a pretty good 8 minutes in this second half. They've started brightly, having much more of the play in an attacking sense than they did first half.
I'm sure Ian Bowyer would be pleased with the mention there.
Jeez.
Easily done, but it is part of the ageing process, Andrew. Lee Bowyer out here, of course. Bowyer who plays it up to Hasselback.
Are you sure?
I'm just looking at my notes. Here's Kuehl, definitely. Good work by May. Keane. Walking right a bit. Heavyweight contest that. Not maybe in terms of size, but certainly football stature. Beckham. Butt's got forward on track. Andy Cole, Radaby there again in the nick of time. Nigel Martin with some footwork that had the Leeds fans' hearts fluttering a bit. Blomqvist. Now Butt. Keane. Neville has chugged forward. Keane. Oh, it's a lovely ball for Nicky Butt. Martin saved it. Andy Cole has put it in, and it's Leeds United 1, Manchester United 1.
Well, it's been on the cards. They started so brightly, Manchester United, at the start of the second half. And what a ball this is in from Roy Keane. Just feeds it into an area, hoping someone's going to arrive on cue. And Nicky Butt does just that. This time he isn't tracked. He gets in free, in space. Nigel Martin makes a brilliant save. But Andy Cole just waiting to pray, and such a chance. Game on.
Well, 23 for Cole this season, 16 of them in the Premiership, so he's the same as Hasselbank and Dwight York, a couple behind Michael Owen in that particular chase, but it's the chase for the League Championship that matters here, and Leeds have not only lost a goal, for the moment they've lost an important defender in Jonathan Woodgate. Sustaining it. There's always going to be a question for the second half. Leeds so gung-ho in the first. There aren't many matches in the course of this season in which Manchester United have failed to score, and they've scored here. Despite the valiant efforts of the Leeds United goalkeeper.
Well, it's almost as if it took the goal against them to wake United up. They were happy just to coast at 0-0.
They're fully woken up now. It's Blomqvist. Well, it looks as though Martin was going to get that. Dermot Gallagher has pointed for a corner.
Well, it's a goal kick, Martin, but I don't know what Nigel Martin does here. He's got it controlled, should have it in his hands. He scoops it up onto Blomqvist's shin. Could have gone anywhere. Certainly wasn't a corner. Woodgate hobbles back on. Doesn't look too convincing.
On the hobbles. It's a happier looking picture now for the team from Old Trafford. They want more. Beckham with a chance to supply it maybe from this corner. Very well kept in by Keane. One or two of his teammates didn't expect him to do that. Gary Neville, but who's often seen as a holding midfield player, but got forward so well in the move that led to the equalising goal. McPhail. Woodgate, you fear for him with the injury in this match, and of course the England squad as well, but here's Hart. Bowyer. It's Smith, and Wes Brown got to him in the very nick of time.
Yeah, lovely block. Great defending us. Great football. Bowyer's awareness of Smith's position. Only one touch was needed, but Brown gets quickly across.
Well, Jonathan Woodgate comes off, and that will put a question mark about his involvement with England over the next few days. David Weatherall, who's done some damage to Manchester United in the past in these matches. He got the winner in the fixture last season, and he comes on in a corner, and they rather wasted a chance to get the ball towards what would have been a threatening position for the substitute. Still more than half an hour to go. There is Weatherall with a little glance, but also a little push as well. Sheffield Wednesday against Chelsea, second helping from the FA Carling Premiership today. Sky Sports 1 at 3. And then from Scotland, Rangers against Aberdeen, Sky Sports 3 at 6. That race almost run north of the border. Certainly not run here. Manchester United have reacted like potential champions in the second half. Andy Cole has equalised on a ground where it's had some good moments in the past. Brown. Here's Butt. Keane, a bit square that, and got it back. Put it out by Weatherall. Smith trying to use his body and was able to hoist it forward, but there's no chaser. And that's been conspicuously different in the second half. Also point out, Andy, that Messrs Cole and York have now got 50 goals between them for Manchester United this season.
Not a bad return, is it?
It's a phenomenal return, isn't it? It's Smith here for Leeds, and Hasselbank's got away from Gary Neville. Bowyer coming into the centre, but there was no end product this time from Jimmy Floyd.
Yeah, I just think Gary Neville's waiting on them getting possession. Hasselbank just drifted in behind him, and when having gotten there, he can't really control the cross. His weakest side is left, and it showed there.
To remind you, Manchester United have to win to go back to the top of the table. After this match, they will have but one game in hand over Arsenal. York. For Blomqvist, picked off by Matthew Jones. He's trying to give something for Smith to chase. And Kuehl had come for the shorter ball, now Schmeichel. No respecter of reputations, young Mr. Smith. And why should he be?
Well, I think he's entitled to go. You look how slowly it's not gone out by the time he gets there. He's got a bit of fire in his belly, to say the least, that young lad. Another thing you need when you're a front man these days. Competitive spirit. He's certainly got that.
He's had a few bookings to go with his goals. First team football. And here's McPhail trying to help Leeds reimpose what they had in the first half.
Well, they've got to dig back in, because there's no doubt since the goal that Manchester United certainly ended the first half quite well and begun the second half very well indeed.
York has taken that beyond Batty, to Batty's surprise. Cole to work it on his right foot. Up there from Blomqvist. Going outside him. Blomqvist using as a decoy. York across to Keane. Gary Neville wanted to whip on that to maybe locate the head of York. Smith chasing, and Schmeichel deciding to knock it away with the fists. Blomqvist played it early when he didn't have to. Jones.
Attention please, this is a police announcement for the Old Manchester United coach.
Kuehl. Just too much on it. Got 3 runners ahead of him. They were all really running away from him, which didn't help the decision.
A bit narrow as well, all 3 of them, Martin. He had no real option but to play it forward. Tough game to call now, I tell you. They've settled a bit now, Leeds, since the goal.
They needed to.
Yeah, they did.
Hasselbank. Kuehl. Hart for company. And he was looking for Bowyer, but steered it in behind him. Keane typically doing the retrieving. He's covered plenty of ground today.
You can see why we missed so much, can't we? At the end of May, 2 big cup finals, the second one without their captain.
Yes, one assumes Peter Schmeichel will be captain, and if he holds up the European Cup in his last game for Manchester United, it would be an appropriate ending, I suppose, to a glorious career. Knowing Peter, he would rather Roy Keane was there to do the honours, but he won't be. Certainly doing the honours today in Manchester United's midfield, a big part in the equaliser. Hart, and there's Keane cutting it out. York, with a 2 against 1 for a moment here. But Cole slightly slow to take it into his stride, and nowhere near locating David Beckham. And from our highest camera, we can tell you about the highest attendance of the season at Ellen Road, just over 40,000. Those who've been here regularly have had some truly enthralling matches to watch. High-octane team, Leeds these days. And they were going well when Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank put them in front here. And Andy Cole replied. Roger Martin has suffered plenty of times at the hands of Manchester United. He's lost an FA Cup final to them, a semi-final to them. He scored an own goal for them here on the day Howard Wilkinson lost his job. And of course came off injured at Old Trafford in November. But, he's got a very easy-going West Country nature, has Nigel. And I don't suppose it's in his temperament to curse the opposition, although he has every reason to do so. Bowyer, Londoner amongst the Leeds ranks. Still a quarter of the game to go. McPhail. Had the chance to pass it and didn't. But it was Bowyer who quickened the tempo, and Kewell doing more of the same. Again, he's not hit the target, but again, the threat is there.
Well, he ain't far away, is he? He might not have hit the target, but a wonderful attempt. He easily could have come right here towards his Hearts breaking to his left. But he decided to fizz a shot across the goalkeeper. He's hit them so well, Martin. You just think that if he gets one on target, he's likely to score.
York. Cole. Matthew Butt is well forward again in this Manchester United attack. That's a good tackle by Jones on Blomqvist. He'll have enjoyed that. Hasselbank. Blomqvist maybe shaken up by the earlier Jones challenge, went in on Hasselbank a bit late himself. Leeds had the ball, and once more Dermot Gallagher able to apply the interpretation of advantage.
I think it's a good game, Dermot.
I think the players have helped him, to be fair.
Yeah.
And there is hostility amongst the fans, but certainly out on the pitch, this, after a frantic start, has developed into a footballing occasion. Footballing skills of Ian Hart of Leeds and the Republic of Ireland. The young Welshman Matthew Jones. Smith. Some activity on the Manchester United bench. But Neville has taken the tracksuit bottoms off. Beckham. Bounces off Radaby, seized the ball by Butt and taken on here by Dwight York. 4 to work with for Manchester United, for York. He waits for another, Gary Neville. Well, they haven't quite kicked on from the equaliser to really take the game by the scruff of its neck, Manchester United. Time for the substitution. Just under 20 minutes left. Straight swap. Dennis Irwin off. Look, Neville just waiting for some last instructions, getting them from Alex Ferguson. Neville in the England squad, Gary Neville not, seemingly by negotiation between Messrs Ferguson and Keegan. David Beckham also not making the trip to Hungary. Keane, the Republic of Ireland have got an interesting friendly on Wednesday against Sweden, who are bossing England's Euro 2000 qualifying group. York. Batty and Keane. Leeds got that decision. Brown. Just occasionally the grass has looked a bit on the long side here and the passes haven't carried through. That was a man's challenge.
It was a real Premiership clash, yes.
Beckham. Comes Martin. Kewell's header. Drops well for Bowyer. Keane coming back at him, but Bowyer cleverly moved his body across the run of Roy Keane. Keane gets booked for it.
Yeah, as soon as a player does this, there's always a chance. I think Roy Keane's really unlucky there, Mark.
It's as though he's tried to pull out.
He does pull out. He makes no tackle at all. He might have just caught him with his knee, but there's no intent. I think he's really unlucky to get a yellow card for that. But as soon as a player goes across another player like that, and the referee's behind the play, it does look to the referee that there's been a tackle committed, and in that case it's a yellow card, but he's really unlucky.
Is this an angle for one of those H-bombs from Hasselback? It didn't really explode.
More like a damp squib, that one,
damp
wasn't it?
squib, yeah.
Not quite. They just lost their way a little bit second half, Leeds. I mean, Phil, you cannot dominate, I don't think, a side like Manchester United for 90 minutes of a match, and David O'Leary would have known that. And they just fought their way back into it after the goal. It's probably the lowest point of the game we've had.
Batty, fine ball, Hasselback, will it sit for him? It doesn't. Now what's he going to do? Manchester United have regrouped. Leeds still have the ball with Kewell. Hart. The trick Beckham. Keane was strong in the tackle and Manchester United breaking here. Leeds are short of numbers. Badly short of numbers if Manchester United keep their momentum going. Others are getting back in white now. Radaby was there all the time and it was he who intervened to stop York's surge towards Nigel Martin's goal. Game spread again. Kewell. Trying to feed it into Smith. Kewell went down and has stayed down. And he's not the only one. Gary Neville in trouble as well.
Well, he looks just to feed a little ball through it to Smith here, and you see they get a clash of knees, Martin. Both Kewell and Gary Neville. It does give us a little chance to have a look at the two goals. The finish in a Hasselbank, the run across the face, mistake from Wes Brown, and a cool finish from Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and then this lovely ball in from Roy Keane, but makes yet another forward run. It's a wonderful save from Nigel Martin, but when you want one of your predators to be there, Andy Cole was.
Teddy Sheringham is coming on. Still waiting to see who Sheringham's going to replace. It's Blomqvist. Is it? No, Blomqvist is having a drink alongside Sheringham. Alec Ferguson has patted Blomqvist on the back as if to say, on your way.
I wouldn't have believed that Nicky Butt or anyone, or Beckham or Keane would have been coming off Martin.
So Sheringham for Blomqvist. Just to go back to those goals, Andy, Nicky Butt having given the ball away so dramatically for the Leeds goal, of course, played a prominent part in the equaliser. Are we going to get a decisive passage of play inside the last 15 minutes? Kuehl. He's got round the back of Gary Neville. Hasselbank! Well, that was almost decisive.
Well, Wes Brown knew nothing about this, Martin. Hasselbank just has the old left peg swinger. Again, it's Kuehl. A little quieter second half, but he gets to the byline. Hasselbank just swings and hits. Fortunately for Wes Brown, struck him and went wide.
Nice Hasselbank with a header. Got up well.
We've seen one or two of these today. Players have climbed well, Martin, but having got there, what's rather surprising is they haven't directed headers on target.
0660 11 22 33. Man of the match. It's your decision.
Well,
It's double one on the scoreline at Elland Road, but Manchester United falling into the trap of the first half, giving the ball away in their own territory. But Roy Keane on hand to make sure that that wasn't too costly this time. Jones. No free kick, says referee Gallagher. David Batty certainly had a word there in support of Matthew Jones.
I don't think anyone would have been surprised that he given a free kick, let's put it that way.
I'm pretty surprised that he didn't. It hasn't been a game of stops and starts, and the referee should be applauded for that. Neville doing a bit of pointing here, saying he wants to throw it long. Family tradition, the long throw, of course. They've got the height of Sheringham, who scored with such a cute header against Sheffield Wednesday last weekend. Keane, Beckham, Sheringham. It's been an unusual game, Andy. We're so used to compact play in the Premiership. There's been a lot of room. The referee just saying, Hasselbank, get up, and we'll play on here. Jones there before Sheringham. And ball, a shove onto the ball. It's a decision. Certainly Smith had his arms up.
Well, he certainly controls it with the arms. I have to say, I didn't see Wes Brown do an awful lot.
Bowyer. Hasselbank. Bowyer. Just tuck it in behind Phil Neville for Batty. Good idea. With a quick turn from the younger Neville.
A lovely little ball, good awareness from Bowyer. Phil Neville very alive to the situation.
We're into the last 10 minutes at 1-1 at Elland Road. Kewell. It was clearly pre-arranged. Schmeichel's throw, accuracy personified, and here comes York, and Keane is waiting in the centre. Cole there as well. They're not short of strikers, they're showing them on as well. Philip Neville. Keane. Space well filled by Harry Kewell. Remembering that he was a left-back in the youth team. Just think how demoralising this would be for Arsenal if Manchester United were to get a winning goal in the latter stages. With Leeds having been in the lead here at half-time. And maybe in the quest for a winning goal, Paul Scholes getting ready. With his inhaler there, a player who does so well to defy the problems of asthma. Oh, it's Brown, caught in possession by Smith. Alan Smith goes on, and Schmeichel keeps it at 1-1.
What a chance. Wes Brown, a very fortunate young man.
To have another look there. Harry Kewell defending in the right-back position that time.
Well, we did say the roving role today.
Here's Hart. For Hasselback. Trying to get past Brown. And Brown did much better that time. Jones, Smith, with Philip Neville at his back, and then turning into a challenge from Sheringham. Keane. Gary Neville. Seen most of Sheringham so far, much in a midfield role. York has also come deep to get the ball, but Beckham explores another avenue. Philip Neville, but taken from him by Weatherall. Weatherall was appealing for a goal kick, but Nigel Martin rather let him down by scampering to try and prevent a corner. It's going to be the substitution for Manchester United. Beckham off.
Just limping slightly as he comes off as well there, Martin.
Paul Scholes with 10 goals this season comes on to add to the firepower at their disposal here in the closing minutes. Keane!
Well, I think he might have just changed his mind for the moment, David O'Leary. I think it might have been Hasselbank. He was asking how he felt because he had a chat with him, and then he told Wynyard to put it on. But this is a chance where Wes Brown gets robbed, and you can see Hasselbank goes across him, offering the pass if he wants it. I think the chance is there to be it. You'd be surprised if he looked to pass there. But what about the goalkeeper's position? 7 yards out, making life difficult.
Here's Butt, quickly on the scene again. Martin got it, lost it for a moment. Scholes was following in.
Well, there's no doubt that Manchester United want to win this, Martin. But still bombing forward. He's got Sheringham on, he's got Scholes on, he's got York on, he's got Cole on. Not much defensive work in that lot.
And Smith gets the better of Dwight York. Hasselback. Oh, and David May got an important foot in for Manchester United then as Hasselback is looking to check back. McPhail, Bowyer, here come Leeds again. Hasselback, scraped away from him by Gary Neville. Sheringham on the left at the moment. York. Keane. He's having to play with some economy because Nicky Butt is up amongst the attackers again, as he has been for a lot of this second half. Radebe getting it away. Hewitt. Hasselbank.
Might be his last touch, Hasselbank. If the ball goes out, he'll definitely be coming off. He just signalled to the bench, Matt. Enough was enough.
Woking and Butt both involved there. Both have been booked. Certainly going to be a free kick to Leeds. And it's going to be a substitution, as Andy quite correctly called. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who's done pretty well to get through 86 minutes and score the Leeds goal, of course. A big doubt all week long. He's hardly done any training. And a man who's hardly been seen in the first team since David O'Leary took over. Clyde Weinhardt, another Dutchman. Scored 2 goals in the reserves in midweek. Leeds have a corner. And waiting for Ian Hart to go across and take it with that lovely left foot of his. Manchester United have left Andy Cole upfield, but pulled everyone else back. Weatherall is beaten to it. Here's Jones.
Oh, lovely ball. Oh, well, he couldn't have put in a better ball, Jones, Martin, if it's arrived to him. You always say if you put a cross in and it goes out at the corner of the 6-yard box, then why on earth isn't anyone going in on the end of that? Everyone's backed away from it. No one's going in on the end of it. A waste of a very, very good ball.
Brown. There's a mistake by Dwight York, acting as an auxiliary defender in this strange formation for Alec Ferguson in the last few minutes here. To give the ball away a little wearily. Keane, but Sheringham just trying to drift in behind Radebe. Scholes is there as it comes off the South African. Keane. Scholes beating Bowyer to it, but only diverting the ball to a Leeds player, Smith. Weinhardt. He's offside. Final thought maybe from you. 0660 11 22 33. Let us know your candidate for man of the match. York, Paul Scholes, Bowyer just kept pace with him. Just glanced off Bowyer's head. Manchester United have a corner. A winning goal now, and you wouldn't get a bet on really. Not win the championship. Sheringham still needs one for 250 in his club career. Fractionally too high for him, the ball. What do you think, Andy, Alec Ferguson will make of a draw if that's what it's to be?
I think on the back of Wednesday's monumental performance, Martin, coming here, I think he would have wanted to win the game, but I think he would take that they might be under par. I don't think they've been quite at their best, and therefore, having lost the goal in the first half, I think if he'd have given them one each at half-time, he might have taken it. But knowing Alex, he'd probably be disappointed him going on and won it. But I don't think either team has just done enough to have taken 3 points.
McPhail looking for Weinhardt. Well, it's been another tough Premiership examination for this young 18-year-old. I wonder how it will go with the driving test tomorrow.
That'll be tougher.
Oh, big exercises in concentration, that's for sure. Especially at this late stage. Weinhardt, no flag. Manchester United wanted one. Weinhardt! He's not in David O'Leary's plans. I think it's fair to say but he might have been if that had sped into the corner. Philip Neville, good interception by Jones, who's really stuck to his guns in difficult circumstances and has played with great character, Matthew Jones. Reinhardt! And May, who was called in, remember, so late into this game. He's struggling a bit at the moment, David May. Are Manchester United going to struggle in these last few seconds here? Leeds certainly had the better of the first half. Manchester United much more like their normal selves in the second. York. Sheringham on the left. Paul Scholes joining Cole in the middle. Keane. Second minute of stoppage time at Elland Road. York. And Jones defends effectively at this late stage. Lead by Weatherall, little touch by Bowyer as the time for one last Leeds attack. Reinhardt keeping it going. Kuehl. Oh, weariness, and we can forgive him that.
Well, Alex is down furious. Nicky Butt, he's saying, what the hell are you doing in the box there? For 1-1, that's what I mean, that's why I think he'll take 1-1. For 1-1, he's saying, you've bombed onto the box and left Roy Keane totally alone in midfield.
Cole. It's Weatherall. Butt's there. York, Sheringham! Manchester United a throw, and the chance to win the 3 points is wasted by Dwight York right at the end of the game.
What a chance. Fashioned it himself, lovely 1-2. I'd have put my house and I'm hitting the target button. 6 yards out, even on his left foot. Those were the 3 points there on his left foot.
Well, Alex Ferguson has to settle for one. Manchester United held by Leeds, held in second place, 1 point now behind Arsenal, 1 game in hand. Andy Cole with the equaliser, much better Manchester United in the second half. Leeds excellent in the first. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink gave them a deserved lead. The treble still in Manchester's hands, but Dwight York could have made the odds even shorter in their favour. But there is less margin for error now, and if Europe deprived them of a little bit of their edge today, that would be understandable. They were slow to start, Manchester United, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink squeezed in the Leeds goal, but Nicky Butt's header pushed out by Nigel Martin. And that's a real striker's goal, the follow-up by Andy Cole. We've got Chelsea at Sheffield Wednesday to come, and their chance to revive their own ambitions. We've seen another turn in this tantalising title race. David O'Leary proud of his team, not just today, but this season, since he's taken over the reins with the considerable help of Eddie Gray. He's signing his new contract. That's good news for Leeds, and they'll be pleased with the result, which is Leeds United 1, Manchester United 1.